Hi, I'm Lillian, and here are some do's and don'ts for Cloak and Dagger. Lillian, that's the variety streamer and content creator. The one time I don't go Cloak and Dagger, the one on my team nearly gave me an aneurysm. I can sum up their mistakes with 3 basic points: lack of awareness, frequent playing in traffic, and not using Cloak and Dagger's kit to its fullest, specifically Terror Cape and Dark Teleportation. Now, lack of awareness is when a player isn't paying attention to or reacting to the events as they unfold, i.e. not realizing when an enemy is on point, what is and is not dangerous for themselves, bad positioning or being out of position, and things like that. So if someone misses Spider-Man sneaking on point, their teammates pinging nearby enemies, or playing in front of the tanks and DPS as a healer, which I'll call playing in traffic, are all examples of this. And these are all things this Cloak and Dagger does. Again, and again, and again,
again!
After rewatching this match, I think a good starting point is to review Cloak and Dagger's kit and its uses. Starting with Cloak. His primary fire is Dark Force Cloak. It has infinite ammo and auto-aim up to a distance of about 20 meters. His secondary fire is Dark Teleportation, which temporarily phases him and all nearby allies. This makes him and nearby allies invisible to enemies and immune to damage and crowd control effects. Then there's Terror Cape. It creates a dark, purple, rectangular spell field that projects in a straight line to approximately 20 meters away from its cast point. Any enemy affected has a 3-second vulnerability debuff, which means that for 3 seconds, they're extra susceptible to damage and temporarily blinded beyond 5 meters. Use this to your advantage. Lastly, there's Light's Embrace, which allows Cloak to switch to Dagger. Dagger's kit is straightforward. Her primary fire is Light Force Dagger. It both heals allies and damages enemies. It can bounce off of any surface once, and has a splash effect that provides minimal healing to allies within its radius. Her secondary fire is Dagger Storm, which launches a bubble of light that heals allied targets over time. It can land on any surface, and remains even if you switch to Cloak after casting it. Veil of Light Force is a bright, rectangular field that projects in a straight line from its cast point. It provides a 15% healing bonus from all sources while active, and is active for 4 seconds. Similar to Cloak, Dagger has the ability Shadow's Embrace, in which she changes to Cloak. The last part of their kit is their ultimate, Eternal Bond. Cloak and Dagger perform 4 rapid spinning dashes along the ground, leaving a trail of energy behind them. This trail heals allies and harms enemies, and it lasts 8 seconds total. Its effects do not stack. Now, let's see what this Cloak and Dagger could have done better. It took a double take to realize the enemy Spider-Man was on point. They missed Venom when he was about to dive. Here, they're out of position and push ahead of Emma and the Punisher, even going as far as to chase Rocket during Spidey's rollout. They did not react to Jeff's nom nom sound effect. They should have swapped to Cloak immediately and used Dark Teleportation as soon as he ulted. They focused on that corner, and that leaves them open to and unprotected from the opposing team's push. They also ran over Penny's mines and nearly died. They ulted over Penny's nest and ended their ult standing on Penny's nest, which can squish them, playing in traffic. Cloak runs over Penny's nest, which can squish her, lack of awareness. They don't react to Iron Man's ult. They try to KO Penny while walking over her nest. getting squished in the process. Plum foolishness. Really quickly, as a Penny Lord, it's important to point this out. If you want to squish Penny, the best time to do it is when she's not standing on a web. The web, whether it's attached to a spider's nest or not, restores a portion of her health over time and can grant up to 200 in shields. This means her max health without boost from allies is 950, but without her webs, she is slow, has no shield, and no gradual healing. Much more squishy. Doesn't react to Jeff's ult again. This resulted in us losing the point. Lack of awareness. Tried to attack enemies while standing in the enemy Cloak and Dagger's ult, moved ahead of Punisher and his turret. They were out of position and they played in traffic. They made no attempt to leave Psylocke's ult. I don't know that they would have succeeded, but it's telling that they didn't even try. They ult over Penny's nest again. They didn't use Terror Cape on either Squirrel Girl or Penny. Lack of awareness. They run over Penny's mines. Lack of awareness. They fail to use Terror Cape when enemies are bottlenecked in a small space. Lack of awareness. Doesn't realize they're taking damage from behind. Lack of awareness. Dies to Penny's mines. Lack of awareness. Walks into Stylock's ult. Lack of awareness. Plump foolishness, honestly. Ults over Penny's nest, but doesn't commit to taking out the nest. Playing in traffic. Doesn't notice Spider-Man or Psylocke attacking Spawn, which is ping-worthy. Sees Psylocke and runs away in a straight line. Stupid? Overall, there were just a lot of decisions this player made that negated winning the match. And while I suffered through this match, my hope is that my pain at least educated any new Cloak and Dagger users out there. Good luck, happy hunting, stay alive. Like, comment, subscribe.